Two pedestrians hit in Savannah, still recovering tonight. They were hit at MLK Jr. Boulevard and Louisville Road. 50-year-old Albert Pittman and 57-year-old Deborah Haddock of North Carolina that they walked in front of a southbound car. Police say they crossed against the traffic light. Pittman and Haddock were both seriously hurt. The car was driven by a 35-year-old Savannah man. And just this morning, a 74-year-old man was seriously hurt when an SUV hit him at the Landings. Louis Venegas was walking his dog when he tried to cross Landings Way South and was hit by the vehicle. WJCL's Chelsea McDonald working for you tonight with information about pedestrians and jaywalking that we all need to remember.
Yeah, Jennifer, I'm sure you see people jaywalking all the time. The city of Savannah welcomes tourists to the city, so that's why Metro Police hasn't issued many jaywalking citations. But if officers see a violation, they will take appropriate action. You should know if you decide to take a shortcut and not use the crosswalk, technically you're at fault if you get into an accident. Driving through downtown Savannah, you've probably seen it a time or two.
I do it all the time, honestly.
And Noah Osman isn't the only one. Just stand on a corner of downtown, you'll see someone jaywalking.
Usually it's to get somewhere faster, but sometimes I don't even think about it. I just do it.
That mentality has put him in some close encounters.
It's been a little bit close sometimes. Like, I've had points where I almost gotten hit by cars, but I don't know, it happens subconsciously almost.
Last week I was running here through downtown Savannah and I decided to take it upon myself to look for the car and I didn't see it, so I almost got hit. And so now I always obey the traffic.
That's why Metro Police encourages pedestrians to use crosswalks and follow the signs.
If it's traveling 30, 35 miles per hour, it's very difficult for them to stop all of a sudden. It takes some distance to stop. And if they're struck by the vehicle, the pedestrian is going to more than likely suffer a serious injury.
During the New Year's celebration, drivers stay alert and look ahead on the road.
A big part of driving defensively is looking out for people who are not otherwise paying attention, to looking out for hazards ahead of where you are physically.
You just don't want to endanger yourself or even others and make drivers nervous as they're driving.
So think twice if you're in a rush, because a step into the road could rush you to the hospital. Metro Police also offers advice when walking at night. Wear bright clothes and walk with a buddy. Also, be patient. Jennifer, the New Year's celebrations is going to be a fun one, but don't waste that 2 to 3 minutes trying to look at the traffic signal.
Absolutely. It's always tempting if you look both ways and you don't see anybody coming at first and you are tempted to cut across and, like you said, take a shortcut, but don't take the chance.
Yeah, don't even try to.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks, Chelsea. All right, new charges in a Christmas crash that left a young woman in the hospital. 19-year-old Matthew Zatello was charged with felony DUI when he overturned his truck on Christmas night. It happened on Dolphin Head and Seabrook Drive in the Hilton Head Plantation. His female passenger was airlifted to the hospital with serious injuries, and now the clerk who allegedly sold him the beer has been arrested. Police say 23-year-old Mitchell Young was caught on camera selling the alcohol to Zatello without asking for ID. Young and the store are now both cited for selling alcohol to a minor. Well, a man who used to work to put people behind bars for child porn cases is there tonight because he is accused of molesting a child himself. Last week, WJCL told you how Chatham County Sheriff Lieutenant Rick Hall was denied bond in court. He is charged with aggravated child molestation. Well, WJCL has interviewed Hall in the past about child sex cases. Well, here's what he told us last year about his department finding people accused of the crimes.
It always works out. We always find out eventually where all these guys are. It never fails. Everything you do is going to catch up with you eventually, and it may be a short period of time, it may be a long period of time, but you can rest assured it's going to catch up with you.
Lieutenant Hall spent 25 years with the Sheriff's Department. He is due back in court next month. Well, a girl at the center of an Amber Alert has been found safe in Georgia. Authorities say 6-year-old Anika Fisher was taken from Jacksonville Friday. Police say her mom, 39-year-old Charity Chapman, had her in her custody. Now, the two were found yesterday during a traffic stop in Perry, Georgia. Chapman was arrested because she does not have legal custody of the girl. She now faces an interference charge of custody. Well, with a December like this, we can't wait to see what January's like.
Right? Yeah. Well, today we definitely saw a lot of sunshine starting off our day.
It was absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to say 69.
Oh, a little high there, aren't we? But I do want to say, but what I do want to say is the clouds began to roll in. Did you notice that? It got really dark really fast kind of in the afternoon. It was like the atmosphere was playing with our emotions though, because it didn't rain. But let's go ahead and take a look at some current temperature stuffing outside right now. All right, so we're sitting at 56 degrees here in Savannah. Not too humid. We have relative humidity at 64% with mostly cloudy conditions. Here's a look at the satellite and radar where you can actually see those clouds beginning to move through. Earlier we were clear, notice that there, and then a lot of those dense clouds high up in the atmosphere began to move through our area. Another area I want you to notice is down here near Pensacola, Florida. You see a few showers beginning. Well, they're going to start to push through into our area, and that could present a very minimal chance of rain early in the morning. But nonetheless, overnight you can expect temperatures to drop towards 45 degrees tomorrow morning. Partly cloudy conditions. And remember, if you have any weather questions at all, you can reach me on Facebook. And don't forget to follow our Storm Tracker team on Twitter. Back to you.
All right, will do. Appreciate it. Thanks, Samara. Well, some more officers being added to the streets of Savannah. 22 new recruits are in the beginning stages of their training for Metro Police. They face 11 weeks of intense training before they're sworn in as an officer. After that, recruits will have 6 weeks of patrol school before hitting the streets with a current officer. Coming up in just a moment, get ready to take the big dip. The Tybee Polar Plunge is right around the corner.
Plus, I'm Nick Notario. A local police department doesn't want to put people in these for drinking and driving New Year's Eve night, so instead, they're paying for cab rides. We'll let you know where this is happening coming up.
And now, WJCL News, working for you.
All right, wait till you hear this. Instead of rides in cop cars, well, Tybee Island Police, they're offering cabs to get you home safely New Year's Eve. For the very first time, the department is picking up your fare, a program they hope will encourage less people to drink and drive. WJCL's Nick Notario looked into it today, and he joins us so you can call the cops on yourself after you drink, and then you get a free ride home. We love this program.
Not a bad deal, huh?
Right.
Well, originally,
but who's picking up the tab? That's what a lot of people want to know.
Well, we'll get to that all in
right.
good time, Jennifer.
Right.
But originally, the police department had hoped a cab company would step up and offer free fares. But when no one did, they decided to cancel a party and that use the police money to help people get home safely. These streets will be filled with people ringing in 2014 in downtown Tybee Island Tuesday. From bars, beaches, and people watching fireworks on the pier, there will be plenty of places to celebrate. And for the first time, Tybee Police will pay for people to get a ride home on the island.
People tend to get really drunk on New Year's, especially New Year's, and it would definitely be able to get a lot of people home safely.
It's a very good, thoughtful thing for those folks to do for them.
Here's what Tybee Police are doing. Instead of getting in the car and behind the wheel, all you have to do is call the non-emergency number, and the police department will get you a cab, take you anywhere within the city, and they'll pick up the bill. Police say they wanted to do this because they would rather see them riding in these than in the back of cruisers.
Safety is our first concern. We'd like for everyone to enjoy their year, and we'd like for them to live to see their new year, not damage their property, someone else's property, or their families.
As for who's paying for this, police say they are. They're dipping into their association fund, and if it goes well, police say they won't mind using more of it next year.
We'd like to try that, yeah. I mean, this time will be our first time, and we'll see how received it is.
If you're looking to take advantage of this program, we've put the non-emergency number on our website. Tybee Police will also be stepping up enforcement tomorrow night, Jennifer.
Yes.
So if you do decide to drink and drive, they will have roadblocks set up as well. So really simple. Call them. If you live on the island, easy ride home.
Great concept. Well, you know, cab drivers have some interesting stories to tell about New Year's Eve rides.
And a lot of money they make, too.
Right. Yes, we're driving all the way to the bank.
That's right.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.